Okay, in this video we are going over functions but by graphing, and so this will be one problem that we're going to solve, and this will be the second problem, finding domain and ranges of given functions. And so we can determine if something is a function or not by the vertical line test. So the vertical line test, we're just essentially drawing vertical lines like this, like this, like this, and so forth. Likewise, we'll draw vertical lines for this one also, and now we'll compare. So for this problem, this vertical line produces 2 points. One is here, and one is here. One is here, and one is here, right? But with this vertical line test, each line produces only 1 point, only one intersection. And so if this has only one intersection, it's a function. However, if it has 2 points, the vertical line test has 2 points, it's not a function because it fails the vertical line test. Now, what if we draw a horizontal line? If we draw a horizontal line, we have intersection. Horizontal line test doesn't tell us anything about whether something's a function or not, just a vertical line test. So this is a function because it passes the vertical line test. This is not a function because it fails the vertical line test. And so the next problem, we want to find the domain and range. And so this is a shaded point, meaning it includes -5. It includes 5. And so our domain will be a square bracket because it includes -5, comma 5 because it also includes 5. And we will close with a square bracket. Next we'll do the range. So range would be, it's going to go from 0, including, all the way to 3. And it's also a solid dot. So it's going to include 3. And so the range is going to be 0, comma 3, square bracket. And just a note, if for example this was a not filled circle, you would simply do a parentheses. But since it is a filled circle, we use square brackets. And the next one is this problem. I'll just say D for domain and R for range. And so the domain would go all the way from -infinity to infinity because we have an arrow continuing and it's going to continue to go further and further. Likewise, arrow continuing, it would go further and further. And so the domain would be -infinity to infinity. Now here we use parentheses because you can never actually go to infinity. So that's why we use parentheses. And the range will also be the same because we're essentially going down and down, up and up. So -infinity to infinity. And that's all we need to do for this problem.